walking you through on how to prepare for your job search and the importance of networking when it comes to finding a position or job. Like most things in life, preparation is key to a successful job search. You want to make sure you have all of your application materials ready before you go to submit applications to jobs or positions. Common documents that employers request upon application are resumes and CVs, cover letters, letters of interest, list of references, portfolios, or examples of works or projects that you have done. So be sure to have all of these documents prepared and ready to go when you are applying for a job or when you are interviewing. Also, be sure to include your personal website or e-portfolios that you might have, and make sure they're just up to date and ready to be shown to a potential employer when the time comes. Be sure your social media accounts are also professional and that you don't have anything on them that could cause further discrimination or second thoughts about your ability to do the job. It is probably a good idea to make them private during your job search. You also want to have your 30-second elevator speech prepared before applying to jobs. Remember, the elevator speech is like a commercial or ad for yourself, so highlight your strongest skills, abilities, qualities, and interests. Doing some research before starting your job search is really going to help you give focus and clarity of who and what you should be looking for. Start by researching common career paths graduates in your major academic program go into. While doing this, be also thinking of how much money you would like to be earning and where you would like to be living. A big city is going to offer a higher salary but also a higher cost of living versus a rural area with lower salaries and lower cost of living. It is also common for graduates to pursue jobs or opportunities that is not directly related to their field, because you want to make sure you are doing something that you are passionate and interested in, and many jobs just require a 4-year degree at an accredited university. That being said, you do want to show the employer your strong interest in the job or company versus someone with no clear focus on what they want to do. Often when searching for a job, many of us will turn to sites such as Handshake, Indeed, or other job search sites to start looking for postings. This is a great start and a great way to get into your job search, but be aware that this type of searching falls under what is considered the visible job market, meaning that 90% of job seekers apply for about 20% of jobs available in this market. The visible job market does include opportunities that are posted on various media sites, and it results in the candidate making contact with the employer as a result of a job opening that is advertised. Common ways to find jobs in the visible job market is through Handshake, Indeed, company postings, and social media. The hidden job market is where 10% of job seekers apply for 80% of jobs available. As the name suggests, there are positions that are not advertised or posted. In order for you or the candidate to find these opportunities and positions, you will have to network and reach out directly to people you know or to employers and their representatives. Be sure to attend career fairs to meet one-on-one with employers or people representing the company. And again, above all else, be sure to use your network as much as possible. In the last slide, we went over the importance of networking, but what exactly is it? Networking is the art of building mutually beneficial professional relationships and alliances. Think of it as a two-way street where you give and take professional advice. Some general tips and advice to keep in mind when networking is to speak about your talents, skills, and goals. This will let the individual know that you are serious about your future. Also, don't be afraid to be assertive. Networking means that you're working towards goals. Don't be afraid to promote yourself. You also want to try and curb desperation and start listening. Stress can make you appear pushy and desperate. And don't be afraid to stick with it. Networking can feel like a full-time job. Don't be discouraged if you're not immediately satisfied with the results. It can sometimes take 6 to 12 months to find a full-time position. So please don't lose patience in yourself and keep on networking and talking to your connections. As mentioned before, networking really is your first step when it comes to searching the hidden job market. But who do you network with? Often people will immediately think of employers, coworkers, or other professionals, but you may be surprised at who you can include in your network list. You can include relatives and family and friends, acquaintances and friends, coworkers and former coworkers, neighbors, teachers and professors, previous employers, teammates from athletic sports teams, classmates, church or community groups, people with whom you volunteer, business people, professionals within your desired field, members of professional organizations, and even politicians. Now, this is just a sample list, and you can really include anybody that you know and anybody who you think might be able to help you find that job or position. You could even talk to peers that have recently graduated with you, and maybe they've gotten a job at a company that you're also interested in, and just feel free to ask them how they found that position, how they went about applying to it, and if there's anybody they can speak to directly at that company. Don't be afraid to ask people questions. Before going out to network, you do want to keep these do's and don'ts in mind. Do meet people. You want to meet as many people as possible because you never know when they're going to be able to help you find a job, or whenever they're going to put in a good word for you when finding a job. You also want to circulate when you meet a group at an official meeting or seminar. Don't just talk to the same person at that meeting, and get out of your comfort zone. Don't just stay with that one person. You want to get out there and you want to mingle and meet people, as many people as you can. You also want to appear likable and approachable, of course, being personable and personal when communicating with people is going to help them remember you and make a lasting connection. You also want to follow up with prospective contacts without hounding them. So don't email or call somebody every week about that job or about if there's a job opening yet at the company, but you do want to maybe email or communicate with them at least once every 3 months just to keep on a regular basis. So again, consider prepping business cards when you're networking, and business cards typically have all of your information on them, such as, of course, your name, position title if you currently have one, your professional email, or just the best way to get in contact with you, and any other points of interest that you might want to have on that card that will help you stand out to employers. You also want to create a LinkedIn profile, and this is really going to be a good way to reach out and network with your peers, with people you know, with professors, with people at the university, and then even people outside with employers and with companies. And it's just a really good tool for you to start meeting people virtually. There are some don'ts when it comes to networking, and one is to not make presumptions or distinctions while meeting people. You don't want to ever assume anything. You also don't want to ramble or go off on tangents when describing your career objectives. After a short prologue about yourself and your job, think elevator speech. Just get straight to the point and make that conversation as beneficial as possible to you and to that person you're communicating with. Also, don't let an unpleasant encounter get you down. Always be positive, clear, and attentive. There may be times where you do have an unpleasant encounter when connecting with somebody or networking with somebody, but again, don't let that stop you. If anything, just learn from it and go forward with it. The more positive you are, the better it's going to be. If you have any questions or are interested in learning more about professionalism, networking, or preparing for a job search, please contact us at the SAU Career Development Center. We're always happy to help and assist you with your career and professional development. And also, please look for our upcoming videos in the Success Program. Thank you for watching this video. Bye-bye.